Hello, welcome back. Here is problem number 9. We're counting how many numbers between 40 and 250 are divisible by 2 or 5. We'll use the inclusion-exclusion principle so we don't double count numbers divisible by both. With that, we'll go ahead and get started. First, I just want to go ahead and highlight some key words here. We have how many integers from 40 to 250 inclusive are divisible by 2, 5, or both. We'll get started with counting multiples of 2. As you can see, we have these range of values from 40 to 250. What we're doing is subtracting 40 from 250, and that leaves us with 210. But we have to take this 210 and divide it by 2. And that gives us 105. Now, the important thing to consider is that we lost one when we subtracted, so we have to add one back in here. That gives us 106. That means that there are 106 integers that are divisible by 2. We can do the same for the multiples of 5. So let's go ahead and count the multiples of 5. We've already subtracted 40 from 250, and we just take that 210 divided by 5. That's 42. Again, we have to add one back in there because we lost one when we subtracted originally. That gives us 43 integers that are divisible by 5. Now I want to ask you a question. If we add 106 and 43, did we double count anything? Well, yes, numbers divisible by both 2 and 5, which means multiples of 10. What this means is that we have to subtract the overlap, or multiples of 10, and we know that the least common multiple for 2 and 5 is 10. That means we have to take this 210 and divide it by 10. That gives us 21. We add one back in there because we lost one when we subtracted. That gives us 22. So we subtract these 22 to fix the double count. All right, so we apply this inclusion-exclusion principle. So we're going to add the multiples. Let me go ahead and, so we're going to add the multiples of 2 plus the multiples of 5, which is 43. And then we're going to subtract the multiples of 10. So that gives us 127. So our final answer is there are 127 integers from 40 to 250 that are divisible by 2 or 5. So great job. That's how we handle divisibility with inclusion-exclusion. In problem 10, we'll see what happens when we multiply 3 consecutive integers.